And now, Natalie, you said you don't mind a bit of bacon.
Yeah, I'm prone to a bit of baking now and then.
What's your signature bake?
I do quite a good chocolate beetroot cake. Yeah.
Chocolate beetroot cake?
Oh,
hang on, this is healthy eating cake.
Yeah, well, it's... I don't need to worry about any of that at the moment because of, as we're talking about the marathon later, I can eat as much flour as I want.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, so the beetroot pulps out, so it's flour-free because the beetroot consistency is also sweet, good for you. But
So
it
no
also
sugar
pulps
then?
it out. Well, I add a bit.
You've got to have some sugar, right? If you're having cake, what's the point if there's no sugar in it?
Waste of time.
We have to point out, don't we, that final shot, obviously the cake wasn't finished there.
Oh, no, it's not finished. You can see the final creation live tomorrow morning, the Queen's 90th birthday on BBC One from 11 o'clock. It's going to look fantastic, no doubt.
We're going to talk about Game of Thrones now. Because, well, the last season, that
Charlie's
last
rubbing his
episode...
hands.
Yes, I know about cakes.
Is it right that the last episode of the last season, apart from sport, was the biggest watched thing on Sky ever?
If you say so, Matt.
It was.
Probably.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
And, I mean, obviously, Charlie's clapping his hands together.
Oh,
the anticipation
fan,
is incredible for this. What's it like for you to be involved? I mean, obviously, you know what's going to happen in the story, and everyone's asking you can't say anything, but that, all that feeling of excitement, what's that like to be?
Oh, God, it's amazing. And the enthusiasm of the show and the profile of the show has just grown incrementally year on year on year. So, as a cast, we get surprised every year that it's gotten even bigger. It really is a phenomenon in the true sense of the word. So to be a part of that is a great gift.
Yeah.
Well, the new season starts early hours of the morning, Charlie, on Monday morning, right? And everybody at home is now shouting, "Show us the preview!" And here it is.
The dead are coming.
Wet your whistle there, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Were you one of those that started at the very beginning, or have you sort of got on board since then?
No,
and
I
had to have, like,
started at the
hours
very
of
beginning,
watching?
and in fact, my kid has read all the books. So, it's funny because you get all this stuff about, no spoilers, but you can just read the books. He's perhaps, when he started, he was perhaps a little bit young, but he did enjoy it all.
Yeah.
So
he's 17 now.
right. So,
but now the drama's ahead of the books, isn't it? Because the author's been consulted.
And they have deviated in terms
we have slightly.
You've done very well to survive this. You must be one of the very few from that.
Well, this is it, Natalie. Are you like, because we've had members of the cast on before, haven't we? And they keep saying, we don't know what's going to happen because everybody's kept very separate. Nobody knows who's going to die and when. Is that true for you as well?
Well, they give you the scripts. You can read the story.
Yeah. It's not on the table read day, but you're like,
I'm out today.
I mean, it's interesting you say that. I choose purposefully not to read other people's storylines because, like Charlie, I watched the first season just completely as an audience member, as a fan, because I didn't join to second year. So I still enjoy being just a fan and an audience member. So I don't read my co-stars' storylines so that I'm going to be sitting there on Monday night watching like everybody else.
But it makes it easier when people, I guess, are asking him, so what happens? You genuinely don't know.
That as well,
So actually, how long do you think you will last or stay alive for?
Place your bets now. Place your bets now. I don't know. In the game, it's an occupational hazard in the Game of Thrones.
Have you read the books?
I haven't. No.
Well, listen.
So do you know what happens to her character? Do you know? Do you know what happens?
I haven't read the book myself.
Oh, there you go. All right, that was tense. That was quite tense.
But he hasn't finished writing them, and the TV series is kind of overtaken.
There was a big hoo-ha because George delayed the publication of the next book, so
as not to spoil the TV show.
So the TV show really is going to be uncharted territory, fresh snow.
But you've been doing a bit of travelling, haven't you, for this series? So
Yes, I get around.
Where did you? What beautiful countries did you visit for this?
Talk locations.
Game of Thrones. I've had the privilege of Croatia.
Oh, nice.
Quite a lot over the last handful of years. Spain. Obviously, the exotic location of Belfast, which we all love very much as well. So.
And you've got a lovely travel companion. Dame Diana Rigg plays your grandmother, doesn't she?
She does.
So she's been good company?
She's great company. She's She's what Diana Rigg doesn't know isn't worth knowing. She's got many stories to fill up those nights.
I've got this image of the pair of you on like a little bus trip in Croatia, going off and doing a bit of sightseeing. Did that ever happen, or was it all just work?
She put her arm through my arm in the foyer of the hotel after work in Spain last summer. She went, "Come on, darling, we're going to get some dinner." I didn't have a choice, and then we just had the most amazing evening and demolished a couple of bottles of wine. It was fantastic.
Oh, very nice. And we've got to tell quickly about the Hunger Games, because you are playing this really strong female character, Cressida, and you don't think there's plenty of characters, strong female characters out there. So you, along with your fiancé, have written a film with the woman as a central character called In the Darkness. So give us a brief synopsis of what that's about then.
So In Darkness is a project, a film project that my other half and I, Anthony Byrne, the director, we co-wrote. It's a contemporary psychological thriller set here in London. And we started writing it, you know how long the writing process takes.
Forever.
We started writing it 6.5 years ago.
Oh, you
Wow,
only
that
just
is a long
started.
time.
Because we were both frustrated in different ways professionally, and we wanted to work with each other. So that's how long it takes to get, a producer that you love on the hook.
And it's happening
find
now, is it happening?
Yeah, we'll be in principal photography here in London in the summer, so really excited
you're bringing
about
work
that.
to the UK.
bring it
That's
home.
really cool.
I want to sleep in my own bed.
That's a good.
Well, it's just a nod back to Game of Thrones. You can see the full series now with all the twists and turns. That's big box sets and everything like that. But it's kind of hard to tell, isn't it, who the heroes are and who the villains are.
But
Okay.
now it's the London Marathon on Sunday. It's come around so quick. It seems like only yesterday we had last year's. But you're running again, Natalie.
I am
second
indeed.
time.
A second time. I'm really proud to be running for Childline. It's a very special year. It is Childline's 30th anniversary. It's 30 years since Esther Rantzen founded it in '86, and it's now under the NSPCC. And the NSPCC is the official charity in partnership with the Virgin Money London Marathon this year. And the NSPCC's got this massive team. We're hoping to raise about 2.3 million for the most invaluable service that you have in Childline.
And are you really competitive with your times, or are you just happy to go and get through it?
We were just talking about this.
I bet you're competitive.
Yeah, you do look. You do look
you got
quite
those killer eyes.
I didn't want to do the
Take a
whole what
mascot
time are you
down.
aiming for, but you know.
Well, I mean, I was competitive the first time I ran it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I think we were just talking about once you've had the experience of the wall, I'm just looking forward to getting round and enjoying the atmosphere of the crowds. The crowds are so supportive. So.
And Kerry, was it the London Marathon you've done?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay. It takes over your life, though, doesn't it? The preparation and everything.
Yeah. Well, I was training with my brothers. Well, I say my brothers. Russell didn't do any training. He just rocked up.
Well, he just did it?
Yeah. And he smashed it like an hour ahead of me, and I was like, I've been doing this for 6 months. And I got a really bad time, but raised loads of money for
That's what it's all
epilepsy,
about.
Yeah, and I bet the day is the best part because there's the training. I mean, months of training, you've got to watch what you're eating and affects all your family. But then on the day, do the crowds just take you?
They really do lift you, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
do people say your character name as well?
Charlie
They
just
lift you.
sat in the middle of
They lift you.
Oh, yeah.
well, you've everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter from what walk of life you come from. You've all got your names printed on you, and it really is the crowds are cheering your name regardless of who you are, and it's really one of the most inspiring, uplifting days I've ever done, to be honest.
Well, listen, in our audience is just one of the many 49,999 other runners.